Hey guys, welcome back. If you hadn't noticed, there has been a distinct lack of ODSTs in Halo since Reach, and today I thought I'd explain why that's the case, because ODSTs are a fan favourite aspect of Halo to many, and to a lot of people they are considered quite iconic, and many people as well, myself included, really miss the more grounded soldiers, things that aren't Spartans, the sort of between Spartans and Marines. People like me really miss that in Halo. So today I thought I would talk about what's happened to the ODSTs since the end of the Human Covenant War. So that means I'll be covering what's happened to them from 2552 to 2559. So, following the Human Covenant War, as we know, the Spartan Force program was kickstarted, and unlike the two previous iterations of the program, the Spartan Force program was accepting consenting individuals from all branches of the UNSC, from veterans to trainees who showed any potential. So this time, they weren't just kidnapping kids, they were actually asking people to join the program. As you can expect, ODSTs fall under this recruitment umbrella, and so there were likely a large number of ODSTs recruited to become Spartan Force. The two most notable ODSTs who became recruits are probably the fan favourite I Thought You'd Be Taller Sarah Egghead Palmer and the actually legendary Edward Buck. In January of 2553, Sarah Palmer was recruited by June after sustaining significant injuries from a needler while attempting to rescue Admiral Kovalik from a failed extraction. Here she showed her combat prowess, taking down a brute chieftain on her own, which was a major factor for June scouting her out, along with her notable leadership abilities. Palmer was one of the first Spartan Force to be stationed on board the UNSC Infinity, actually transferring to it while it was still in the late stages of development. Buck was originally scouted to be a part of the first batch of Spartan Force 2. In February of 2553, June attempted to recruit him while he was on a vacation with Dare, but he declined, which made him one of the first potential Spartan Force to decline an offer. His reasoning for declining was that he didn't want to abandon Alpha 9, his ODST squad, and also that he didn't want to leave Dare behind. Okay, so we're getting into spoiler territory now. If you haven't read Halo New Blood and don't want to know what happened to Alpha 9 following ODST, then I would skip to the time on screen right now. Alrighty then, so in 2554, Buck and Alpha 9 went to Draco 3 to try and curb an insurrectionist force that were trying to take control of the planet. After storming their main building, their entrance was blocked, and Rookie was sent by Buck to go and secure an exit. However, in doing so, Captain Ingridson of the insurrectionists captured Rookie and held him at gunpoint. Alpha 9 managed to surround Ingridson, and when she realised that there was no chance she was getting out alive, she sadly executed the Rookie before being killed by Dutch. After Rookie's funeral, Dutch ended up retiring out of grief, and June attempted to recruit Buck again. However, Buck reaffirmed his choice not to become a Spartan, until June told him about the increased funding for the program, which would alleviate many of his problems. It would allow Alpha 9 to become Spartan Force with him, meaning he wouldn't have to leave them behind. This then caused Buck to cave in and become a Spartan 4, almost a year after Sarah Palmer. As a part of the Spartan 4 program, specific ODST variants of the Mjolnir Gen 2 suit were created, with Buck using the ever-so-iconic Helljumper variant, more reminiscent of the classic ODST helmet that we know from Halo 3 and also Halo Reach. So that's how the two most notable ODSTs became Spartans, but what about the rest of ODSTs who either declined the offer or just didn't choose to join up? Are there any ODST squads left? Well, contrary to popular belief, yes, there are. ODSTs still do exist. Now, it's no conspiracy theory that the mainstreaming of Spartan Force did make them less prevalent, but they are definitely still in active use. For example, the Battle of Dratheus 5 in 2554, which is present in Halo Spartan Assault, had 3rd Platoon deployed onto Dratheus' moon, X-50. After suffering significant losses, Spartan Davis rescued them and helped them in their original goal, to secure a landing zone for 2nd Platoon. Now, if memory serves me well, which I think it does, or at least I hope it does, it was Halo Escalation Issue 3, where it was confirmed that ODSTs are indeed present on the Infinity as of 2558. Now, here's to hoping that we actually see them in action in Halo 6, or hell, even Marines in action. That's one of the many departments that Halo 5 was seriously lacking in. Fighting alongside something lower than you sort of plays into that power fantasy, and it makes you feel even more important. That's an aspect of Halo that is really missing for me, but anyways, that's a topic for an entirely different video. Let's get back to the ODSTs. The Spirit of Fire also has ODSTs stationed on it too, as we know. They use the Halo 2 version of the ODST helmet, which doesn't have a definite name unlike the other variants, but it may be down to their tech being obviously out of date and old, considering they were drifting through space for like 28, 29 years, was it? So they're not exactly using the most up-to-date gear. The Spirit of Fire deployed these ODSTs to fight against the Banished on the Ark in 2559, and will likely continue to use them as that fight continues, considering it didn't end at the end of Halo Wars 2. Another cliffhanger! Oh boy! So that's it. We sadly don't have all that much information surrounding their post-war activities. What I talked about in this video is pretty much it. However, they are definitely still in use. Yeah, many likely did become Spartan 4s, and I would hazard a guess that their numbers are definitely lower than in the Human Covenant War, but there are still platoons out there, and they haven't been rendered totally obsolete by Spartans either. ODSTs fill a very nice niche little role, meaning that there's always going to be a place for them in the UNSC, along with their iconic armour. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Tomorrow we are going to be doing a little bit of an analysis of Noble Team, considering everyone seems to be arguing about whether or not they were actually good characters in Reach, and I want to just sort of throw my hat in the ring, and maybe not settle the debate once and for all. That's a pretty fucking big task, but I don't know, just offer my as objective as it comes opinion as to what I think about Noble Team. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you then.